I thought I would do a real quick, like a bunny post here. I'm in the middle of finishing up two croissant projects. One is raising in the oven, and I think it will raise properly. They will raise properly. I got a total of nine, which will satisfy all the people that I have promised croissants to. And I might even get one too, which would be great. And I started another batch too. And that will be for when my brother gets here and other people. I promised my cousin's daughter's husband that I would have croissants for him to take to his father up in the Allentown area. His wife just passed away a little over a month ago, so he needs croissants. He needs croissants. So anyway, so that's that, and I'm really having a good time. It reminds me of being at the beach when I was a youngin', and my grandmother would come down and she would make raised sticky buns for Sunday breakfast or brunch or whatever. We didn't call it brunch back then. Brunch hadn't arrived yet, but whatever we had was kind of brunchy. Sunday after Mass, and having a wonderful breakfast, sitting around the table with my aunt, Sister Mary Victor, in her black habit. I think her friend was probably with us, so we had two nuns sitting at the table in their habits. And my grandmother had made raised sticky buns, which, mwah, I mean, this is the stuff that memories are made of. Fortunes have been made from replicating grandma's sticky buns. And never quite getting that certain something, which she used to say that the certain ingredient is that it's baked with love. And she was way ahead of the curve with that. Because I had never heard that. I've heard that, from Amachi and Maharishi would say things like that, but my grandma said that many years ago. And she was right. So I'm cooking with love too today, following on a fine tradition, and I'm actually just showing off, my newfound skill of making homemade crescent rolls. But when I realized that the desire to, make something from scratch, homemade, it's in the family lineage, so to speak. My mom was a great baker. She would make homemade bread. She was one of the original homemade bread makers. I didn't know anybody who did that in the late 50s, and she'd cook with honey, which was actually totally rad. And, a homemade loaf